Incoming White House Chief of Staff Representative Mark Meadows said he is placing himself in self-quarantine Monday after a fellow attendee tested positive for coronavirus following the annual Conservative Political Action Conference (CPAC) in the Washington, D.C. area less than 2 weeks ago. Meadows says he is not exhibiting symptoms, and a spokesman said the North Carolina congressman tested negative for the virus, but will remain at home until Wednesday, presumably the 14-day mark from when Meadows attended the 4-day convention that ran from February 26 to 29. The gathering was attended by President Trump, Vice President Pence, as well as senior administration officials and a wide range of elected Republicans. Republican Representative Doug Collins of Georgia and Florida Representative Matt Gaetz both announced Monday they were self-quarantining after learning they came into contact with the positive individual. Neither Collins nor Gaetz have exhibited symptoms of the virus, but they have been in close contact with President Trump since the conference. Gaetz traveled with Trump on Air Force One on Monday. Texas Senator Ted Cruz and Rep. Paul Gosar, R-Ariz, both of whom attended CPAC, announced over the weekend that they would be self-quarantining, as did CPAC Chairman Matt Schlapp, who introduced and shook Trump's hand before the president's remarks on the final day of the conference. Gaetz told The Washington Post he was put into a closed-up room on Air Force One after he found out about his exposure to the virus, but after the plane landed, Trump coaxed him up front before leaving the aircraft. He was not hyper-cautious about being in the same space that I was in. Gaetz said. I refused to go into his office, I stood outside the door. I told him he could talk from that distance. Representative Collins accompanied Trump on a visit to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention on Friday and was photographed that day shaking the president's hand. Despite coming into close contact with people that have been exposed to the virus, which appears to be able to be spread asymptomatically, the White House insisted that Trump had not been tested for coronavirus. The president has not received COVID-19 testing because he has neither had prolonged close contact with any known confirmed COVID-19 patients, nor does he have any symptoms. White House spokesperson Stephanie Grisham said in a statement, President Trump remains in excellent health, and his physician will continue to closely monitor him. The President of the United States, as we all know, is quite a hand washer. Grisham told Fox News. He uses hand sanitizer all the time. So he's not concerned about this at all.